guys, it's 21 Maxwell here, and welcome to episode number 6 now of the WWE It's a New Day, yes it is, where we're using the October mod, and basically try to fix everything is going completely wrong in the WWE at the moment. Last couple of shows have been pretty decent by the WWE, been more so wrestling based, not really much in terms of character development. We got a lot of feuds ending at Hell in a Cell, and then Raw, we get one or two starting. I think over the next couple of weeks we'll probably get some teams together. And yeah, we'll see what happens. What I also love is when you book a storyline and then pretty much everything that you've thought of ends up happening on Raw. We had an idea where we wanted to go with Bray Wyatt and Taker. I'd booked half of this show before Raw and booking half of it after. And again, some of it was booked before what happened between Kane and the Wyatt family. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully you enjoy the show. Hopefully we carry on and have a strong Survivor Series. We're booking this show from the Blue Cross Arena in the Tri-State region. We have 5 pre-show matches, we have 125 minutes taking up 21 segments. Let's roll with another Monday Night Raw. So we got 9,915 fans, that's quite realistic because the tendencies with WWE are dwindling. And about the featured solid in-ring action but non-existent crowd heat. Asuka and Becky Lynch defeated Naomi and Tamina from Team Bad in 8 minutes and 30, when Asuka defeated Tamina by pinfall with a Billiken. Let's get a D-40. Good stuff from the commentary team. There were no worker improvements. Let's see the dirt sheet here. Mostly negatives for holding back, poor gimmicks, Naomi's psychology, but overall just building up Becky Lynch and Asuka. There's no point in just letting Asuka rot on the side. She's not going to work anything in NXT. Let's just use her. Our second pre-show match, and about had some solid, good action and average heat. Rusev defeats Jimmy Uso in 6:59 by pinfall with a bullplex. This gets a C-58. There are times where there's a lack of psychology. We kind of messed up the injury with Jey Uso, so Jimmy Uso is going to be a singles competitor for a while. We tried to do the surgery on Jey, and he's pretty much going to be out for another year. So Jimmy Uso, welcome to jobbing. This will be your role for the next year, effectively. No skill improvements, everything was really just done to give Rusev some momentum, to be honest. Next up and about the head, some good action, but not much in the way of heat. The Miz defeats Bubba Ray Dudley in 8:06 with a skull-crushing finale. A C-64, again building up some momentum for the Miz. I have no interest in pushing Bubba Ray Dudley. He's been nothing but cancer to the locker room since he's returned in-game. Both men improving performance skills, but yeah, I'm just going to use Bubba as an enhancement talent. He's already got poor gimmick, he's already got low morale. He's just a pain at this moment in time. Next up, in a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. Cesaro defeated Mark Henry in 6:34 by pinfall with a neutralizer. C-56, again, building up some momentum for Cesaro, getting him a victory. No skill improvements. Only thing here to notice, both guys holding back because it's not on pay-per-view. It lowered the crowd's mood, and of course Mark Henry's inconsistency. And a final pre-show match delivered and stole the show, and about it featured great action and average heat. Finn Balor defeats Dolph Ziggler in 9:47 by pinfall by using underhanded tactics. B-76, again building up Finn Balor before his debut. He's improving his performance skills. Both guys holding back was the only negative, so that's pretty much booked perfectly. So very, very happy with that. So here we go, another episode of Monday Night Raw. I hope you enjoy it, guys, as we continue to build towards the 25th anniversary of The Undertaker and the Survivor Series. Enjoy. So start the show with the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Dean Ambrose. He says, well, what can I say? It feels good being WWE Champion, being the man. However, being the man means watching your back and people being jealous of you. Isn't that right, Seth? Sheamus? I found an opportunity and I took it. And I'm the champ, and now you two are bitter and have a problem with it. Well, the thing is, if that's the case, that's cool. Bring it. I'll be a fighting champion. I've beaten Sheamus before. I've beat Seth for the title. Sure, we go to the Elimination Chamber coming up. But I'm Dean Ambrose. Nothing phases me. And it means putting my body through pain to retain my championship. Then hell, I'll just do that then. So B78, just a strong promo for Ambrose. Just basically like an Ambrose promo, just proving that the guy is crazy. The battle for survival storyline has continued. No skill improvements there. A few negatives there which we can build up. Again, the gimmick thing will change once both guys are, well, one of the guys is allowed to be changed instead of both being, it's too soon to change them. Then out comes the COO of the WWE, Triple H. Ambrose, that's real brave of you. Saying you'll take on all comers, being a fighting champion, great, just what this company needs. But we need you to be ready for that match. So tonight it's going to be Seth Rollins and Sheamus against Dean Ambrose and, well, a partner if you can find one, since we all know you're a bit of a loner and a bit of a lunatic, so good luck finding that partner. So B79 from Triple H's promo here, just setting up a match for later on. It continues the battle for the title, survival storyline, no skill improvements, no extra factors to include. Oh my, this really disappointed. In a match that had some solid in-ring action but not much in the way of heat, Kane defeated Braun Strowman in 6:47 by countout. D42 again just trying to help Braun Strowman up the card without having to send him back to development. It does look like at one point we may need to send him back because of his limited skills. But again, it's a challenge in TW pushing someone to the moon with a limited skill set and limited psychology, etc. So Braun was off his game. He continues the storyline we're building here. There were no skill improvements to speak of, and the dirt sheet, lots of negative for both guys. What can you expect? You know, one's on the way out and one's very limited, but on the way up. So D42, hopefully we can work on improving that. Kane wins the match via countout before Wyatt, Harper and Strowman enter the ring and ensure a beatdown on Kane. Kane lying down, Bray Wyatt grabs a microphone. D+, 49. Bray Wyatt looked good, Braun Strowman underperformed. Again, it's just building up Braun Strowman, building up Luke Harper, and getting this feud up and running. Bray Wyatt then begins to speak. You see, dead man, this is what happens when you don't answer the call. This is what happens when you have a weak family. You and your brother, the Brothers of Destructions, just don't match up to the power of the Wyatt family and my brothers Braun Strowman and Luke Harper. 25 years you've been the face of fear around here, but it's time for the new face of fear, man. It's time for Bray Wyatt, and it's time to finally kill off the dead man. If you truly are the Lord of Darkness, well, find me. I'll be waiting. So C+71, Bray Wyatt putting the words out for Undertaker and continuing the feud between them and Undertaker and Kane. Next up, and about that had solid in-ring action, but non-existent crowd heat. Emma and Paige defeated the Bellas in 6:28 when Paige defeated Brie with a handful of the tights. D47. Two heel tag teams here, but from a storyline perspective, it made sense. And we need to build Emma up, and though there was nobody else to use. Continues the Divas storyline. Emma's improving her performance skills. Obviously the odd heel face combination because it's two heel tag teams. A lot of poor gimmicks, a lot of low momentum. Overall, we're basically building this Divas Revolution up properly, and getting rid of the deadwood to start with. Then have a quick look backstage to see Divas champion Charlotte and her sidekick. That makes me so sad saying that. Becky Lynch watching on as Paige and Emma defeat the Bella Twins. It's absolutely tragic. That's the role Becky Lynch is playing in real life. Disappoints me so much. But a D41, and again building up to a future match down the line. All positives there, but again we just need to build up Charlotte's overness over time. Another Divas match, and an extremely short match. The Boss, Sasha Banks, defeats Natalya in 4:34 by pinfall with a wheelbarrow bulldog. D45, again just building Sasha up before we put her into that mess of a main storyline. So I think she'll get 20 overness, so again just make sure she's like 30, 40 overness, we'll be delighted. Negatives here, both holding back. Booking decisions, because obviously Sasha was way less over, and we had to use the keep the match open, or keep Natalya strong, sorry. Road agent note. And Sasha's got a poor gimmick apparently, but we'll build her up. Hopefully her, Charlotte, Paige, Emma, Natalya, Asuka, and other divas in the development can build up to a very good Divas division down the line. Next up, an extremely short match, Kofi Kingston defeats R-Truth in 3:59 by pinfall with Trouble in Paradise. Let's get a C-55. Truth and Kofi have good work have good chemistry between them. Woods with some good work at ringside. Truth's improving his performance skills. This really was just a match to give Kofi some overness and continue the storyline we've got going with R-Truth. We then see after the match Truth going backstage holding his neck after yet another defeat. He walks by the Miz, who has some words for him. Seems you came up short again, Truth. Now I ask, what's up with that? What did happen to R-Truth, a former champion, the man? Look at you. Listen, if you ever want to relive those glory days, let me know. I'll hook you up with a guy, and he'll get your career back on track. Truth then says nothing as he continues to walk on. So why does the Miz have an interest in R-Truth? This is going to be interesting. D+48 there, and just building up a little storyline going to be developing here. A few negatives there, actually quite a lot. Poor gimmicks and low momentum galore. So basically having to build up some stars from scratch. Another short match, extremely short match. Bad News Barrett defeats Heath Slater in 5:05 with the Wasteland. C-57, again just putting Wade Barrett over, or Bad News Barrett over, as a dominant force. No skill improvements. The less said about it the better. It's really just putting Bad News over and ensuring him some momentum. Because let's face it, WWE in real life, it's too many wins are being traded and we want everybody to have momentum going into their matchups. After defeating Heath Slater, Bad News Barrett grabs the mic. You see this, Cena? This is what I'm capable of doing to anyone. But rest assured that United States title is coming off you one day. And that one day, it will be royalty that takes it away. So good luck tonight. It won't be me challenging you, but if you still own that title, I'll be after you. Count this as your warning. So B-76, Barrett still wants the US title. Storyline has advanced. And there's a few negatives in there. Just a poor gimmick, but slowly but surely building up Bad News Barrett. He's always someone I've really enjoyed booking in TEW, and he's someone that is a very good hand when he gets over. We then cut backstage and we have Dean Ambrose in his locker room when a familiar voice is heard. Yo brother! Roman Reigns enters the room and fist bumps. WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Roman then says, so I'm hearing you need a tag team partner tonight to take on Sheamus and Seth Rollins. Well don't worry man, I'll always have a brother's back, and if you go to war, then I go to war. That being said, one day down the line, I hope it comes down to me and you, brother, for that title. Because what a war that will be. But tonight, let's take care of Seth and Sheamus, and then we can hit the bar for some beers. Believe that. So, disappointing that the segments between them is only 66 C+. We really need to try and build up both stars, as this is like the future of the company. Shows just how much we're lacking in star power. But again, it's realistic. You know, I watched Raw this week and thought, no Cena, no Orton, etc., no Bryan. It did feel like it lacked star power, so I mean this mod is completely realistic and I'm fine with that. And we can build folk up. Continues the storyline, Roman improvising well. The usual negatives of poor gimmicks. We don't need to just sit one day and just go through every gimmick and sort everything out. After this we had a match that had some good action and average heat. Ryback defeated Stardust in 5:41 with a suplex powerslam. C-55. Nothing much to report here, apart from putting Ryback over and the usual holding back and poor gimmicks. Ryback then picks up the victory before he's attacked out of nowhere by Kevin Owens. He beats him down and then Stardust gets to his feet and joins the assault. The 2-on-1 ends with Stardust leaving Ryback to Kevin Owens, who hits him with the pop-up power bomb. So you know, we're making a couple of alliances, we'll say alliances, because we're going to go with a couple of 4v4 matches. These will be in the traditional Survivor Series match, so no IC title match at the pay-per-view. But C-57 and the IC storyline has continued just because they're feuding each other, and if it helps build Kevin Owens up, I'm happy with it. We'll keep it as a storyline for just now. Next up in a match that had some good action and average heat, Chris Jericho defeats Neville in 8:44 with the Walls of Jericho. C+77, just putting Jericho over because he's still got good overness in this, so he's a good hand to keep, especially when you need as many good main events as possible. So he's not quite at jobbing out to Fandango stage just yet. But overall, if Unite gets there, I'm quite happy with that, considering it helps build Neville up as a talent. Did we have an open match here? We did not, so you never know, it could get better down the line, but happy with that. We then have a small promo hyping up how we've came to our co-main event of this evening. It was going to be main event, but I decided better with co-main event. So just a promo recap in the first couple of segments. B-75 continues the storyline and gives us a bit of a decent rating going into it. Gets the crowd up and hyped for it. The match flops though, and about it featured great action and a good crowd. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns defeated Seth Rollins and Sheamus in 10-16, when Dean Ambrose defeated Sheamus with the Midnight Special. We really need to work on getting some good co-main events. I don't want to have to rely on Cena on every main event to make sure we get a good rating, or have to relate in angles as well. So we'll just need to keep building people up and hopefully they start to deliver. But when I'm trying to put faith in Roman and Sheamus, Ambrose and Seth don't have psychology together. It's a struggle, but you know, that's part of the challenge. We'll go with it. No skill improvements. Lots of negatives here, considering Len, if we did take some time off it to allocate elsewhere. Their gimmicks, holding back. That's cool. That's cool. We can dig that. Next up, it's main event time. The John Cena Open Challenge is ready for business again. John Cena grabs the mic so he can give us a few words pre-match. So that was some interesting words from Mr. Barrett earlier. You'll get your chance again. I'm a fighting champion, but tonight this is all about a newcomer and an opportunity for someone to test themselves against the best. So come on down. You want some? Come get some. The John Cena Open Challenge is ready for business. So a B+86. Cena just masterful with these segments. Improvising interactions with the crowd were just great. Cena's in the ring. He's now pacing, waiting for his opponent to appear. And then we hear his theme song. Well, it's the Big Show, as the world's largest athlete's music plays to the ring, plays, and the Big Show heads to the ring. He grabs the mic and he has some words for John Cena. Now you make this challenge for all these up-and-comers, all these kids, and the newcomers to the block. But we're talking about the now. We're talking about the world's largest athlete, a man you have a history with. So if anything, I think the US Open Challenge becomes once again John Cena versus the Big Show. Except this time I'm going to knock you the hell out and take that title. So Big Show stepping up to the plate. And that's a B-72. Hopefully these two, they usually have good chemistry together. Hopefully get a decent rating. Match itself okay, and about it featured great action and a good crowd. John Cena defeats the Big Show in 11:22 by pinfall with an attitude adjustment. John Cena makes defense number 6 of his WWE United States title. B-73 is pretty decent. I'm happy with that. No skill improvements. Dirt sheet there. Stamina. Poor gimmick. Low end from the prestige the title's going to cost us, but if we ever do take the title off Cena, which we will eventually, that won't be a factor, but happy with that. Let's see how it draws us as a final rating. B-74, so it's still going to be the same. We'll be gaining pop out with America and Canada, but America and Canada will lose pop purely because we still aren't at that level yet. So we're at a decent level. Ratings could get better. I think I probably need more main event angles at the end of the show, but I don't want to make it the John Cena show. So I'm happy to take a couple of losses and build the company back up down the line instead of making hundreds of mistakes at the start. I feel if we do a couple of wee things and build from there instead of spending ridiculous money and then ending up in debt. We quick look to see our ratings. I'm recording this on Halloween and that's a very strange guy's face, with a good mask, that's for sure. Let's see Raw. People enjoyed the show, so we're doing okay. Superstars didn't get down too well. We've got decisions. I'm going to leave that because that might be a spoiler for a future signing. 0.28, so we're down in Sky Sports 3. We're up to 1.60 in Canal 5. J Sports Plus up to 1.83. Up to 1.90 in 52MX. Just down on Sportsnet. In the big one USA, we went down to 5.35. Still better than WWE in real life. So Prestige only 81, Momentum is 69. A long way to go to try and get to where we're at. If we just check the size quickly, Yep, 68s and 67s across the board. It's once we get to 65s, that's when we panic. But I think if we just stick at national just now, once we finally get the workers over, I mean, we need to be getting clearing the 77s all the time to make sure we're gaining pop. So it may mean more John Cena angles, more John Cena this, more John Cena that. But we need other people to step up to the plate and join John Cena in those type of angles. So thanks for watching, guys. If you get any comments on the series, let me know. Who you'd like to see pushed. Are you happy with the direction we're going in? I'd love to do more than one video a week, but it takes so long to write out the angles and actually put the ideas together. And with FM coming out, it's bad enough trying to keep up with this. Never mind anything else. But I mean, I love TW. I really do enjoy telling the wrestling stories, and the fact that so many people are doing it now is just amazing. And the fact that so many people are coming and watching these videos is it's so good to tell these stories. And I'm glad people are enjoying the series as well. So if you enjoy it, hit the like button. If you haven't subbed already, hit that sub button and it'll drop these videos in your inboxes every Monday before the pay-per-views. Before Raw, and then every Sunday there's a pay-per-view. We'll have a pay-per-view that week as well. And yeah, as Xavier Woods would say, keep it tight.